Hey, this is Miko, and I'm going to talk to you today about a few ways to generate more business from what your dealership and you already have. You exist in database, you exist in customers. This is called sometimes equity mining. Would like to call it more like database mining or just whatever you want to call it. I'll give you a few ways to create more business. And uh, the business that you can get that's already kind of like exist within your dealership sometimes could be much easier to get and much better than going after leads or trying to work with customers that just walk in off the floor. I recorded a longer video with a friend of mine, Jesse Custodio, who works for Automotive Mastermind, and we broke it down a little bit more in details, more like a conversational style. But I wanted to do a shorter video and put it on the playlist for sales training. So to dive right in, we divided it into three sections, and the most important section that is more often I see just being overlooked is the service drive. There are dealerships that work it that have dedicated like a portfolio manager that works the service drive, but this is very far in between. Most dealerships just don't pay attention. Salespeople don't pay attention. Sometimes some dealers do use tools, services like Automotive Mastermind, especially when there's a co-op from the manufacturer that pays for it. But even then, I've seen a lot, and the Automotive Mastermind manager Jesse sees that a lot. That uh, a lot of times dealers that just don't use it, just don't utilize that tool. So why service drive is the best thing, and why is it important? Well, it's a gold mine because in internet sales, the hardest thing is to get people to come in, right? We all know that we just, lead comes in, we just want them to come in because then our chances of sale is much higher. Well, in the service drive, those people are already there and they're going to be there either once, if they drop off the car, wait, and then pick it up, or they're going to be there twice in the morning and in the evening when they pick it up after service, or maybe the next day, right? But the most important thing, the people are already there. That's is the captive audience. So, how to work the service drive? We've got to be smart about this, and we do have the technology. So, pretty much all dealers have some kind of tools, right? If it's Automotive Mastermind is great. If you don't have that, you do have access to the captive bank, right? With BMW Financial, we had Autobahn. With Toyota, there's Signal. There are tools where you can get information about those cars, such as you can find out the warranty status, you can find out if the equity position, whether it's paid off or how close it is to being paid off. So your day should start the day before, right? If I want to work the service drive tomorrow, then today I'm going to get from the service department, I'm going to get the list of appointments that we have. That list will include names, phone numbers, and VIN numbers. And all of that, I'm going to work through the systems that I have, and I'm going to identify the people that I should be talking to. People in the position of equity, that their warranty is expiring, maybe the lease is expiring. Those are the people I want to talk to. How am I going to talk to them? Well, ideally, I'm going to have some material. Again, hopefully, your tool allows you some printouts, print offers, maybe get some estimate appraisals for the car, something that I can at least if I cannot be there at 7, 8 in the morning, then I can have it and find the car while it's in service and leave like a handout, leave that offer on the car. That's like the minimum you can do. The maximum is hopefully you can get to the dealership that early. Maybe, you only want to work appointments that are like 8:30 to 9:30. That's pretty reasonable. That's not 7 a.m. So those people are in the dealership. They just dropped off the car. They're either going to sit down in the service lounge and wait for a couple of hours. I've done that. Or they're going to leave the car. They're going to go to work, go home, and pick it up later. Well, if they're at the dealership, this is the best captive audience. What are they going to do? Well, maybe they have to work, but I'm sure they can find a few minutes to talk to you, maybe to test drive, maybe to look around, maybe just to discuss different options. Another thing that you can do is offer them rides. Those people, They don't have a car, right? If they don't pick up a rental, then they need a ride. They take Lyft. Maybe the dealership pays for it, which you can do. I used to do that. I would have a car that's a nice brand new car that would offer those people a ride to work. I would drive them to work. Yeah, it's a little bit time intensive. There's not that many you can do in a day with the traffic, but it's better than nothing. And while you're in the car, they're appreciative. They feel gratitude that you're, giving them a ride. They will listen to you. You can build some rapport. So that's just for customers that come in. You don't know what's going on with their cars. Next level, or just a different way to approach that, is be friendly with your service advisors, communicate with them so that if there's a car that the customer dropped off, they put it on the lift and they discover, okay, it needs $3,000 worth of work. They're going to call the customer to authorize it. Before they call, make sure, find a way for service advisor to find you and let you know of that, alert you that there's a high RO, which is an opportunity for you to talk to the customer and give them an option. Hey, maybe you don't want to spend that money. Man, why don't you just trade the car and we'll get you into something that is fixed, it's in better shape, it has warranty. One thing that's important here is to work with your management and to set up a process where the service advisor is compensated for that and they're not going to lose income because that work, that high RO is not going to be done. All right, so that's basically service drive. This is, again, I've seen dealers that has literally hundreds of people going there every day and nobody from sales department is talking to them. It's a huge wasted opportunity of the people that are already there in person. All right. So other than that, we get into database mining. That's sometimes it's called equity mining, and there are two sections. One is the lease portfolio. Again, I love that. I had my own lease portfolio because I knew how to uh, propose the lease in the right way, so my lease penetration was fairly high. But it could be orphan customers. If you talk to management and express willingness to call and work these people the proper way, most dealerships, they'll be happy to give you names to call, people to call that their lease are expiring. What's important here is to be an advisor and not a salesperson. You're not calling somebody that like a half has a half a year left on the lease to try to get them in the car today. Of course, we do want that. That'll be great, but that might create some friction. Instead, you call in with just to remind them your lease will be up in a few months. This is how long it takes to get a new car if you like maybe they want to order something. So uh, create some kind of like a quiet urgency that yeah, you have 6 months, but it'll take like if you want to get a new minivan, let's say, it might take 4 months to order it. So let's start working on a process. Offer lease inspection. I think pretty much all banks allow that or offer that. A lot of manufacturers offer that. If they don't create that program that somebody at the dealership can inspect their car and tell the customer that if and when you return the lease, this is how much you're probably going to get charged. Those lease inspections are golden because, again, this is the customer that's at your dealership. While they are there, why not discuss options? Why not test drive something? Um, I'm a big believer in alternate choice. So you're an advisor, you tell them, okay, your options are you can trade in the car, get a new lease, use whatever incentives, or you can buy it out. And buying out, maybe there's not as much profit, maybe it's not as good for you, but you will get something out of it. Dealership will get something. There's an opportunity to get some finance product, maybe warranty. Uh, you have to start that lease process at least 6 months before the lease expires, even maybe 9 months. Okay, softly start with emails, follow up with phone calls. When you call, always, if you don't get a hold of the customer, follow up with an email with detailed information about their account. So it's personalized. It's not just like a shot in the air that looks like one email is sent to everybody. All right, and the last one after the lease portfolio, you have your finance portfolio, the equity portfolio. So those are the people that have loans on the cars that either bought from you or maybe they moved in. Some manufacturers will put in your portfolio people that move into your area from other areas. Or those could be even people that came in for service. You capture their information. Now you have their VIN. Now you can find out where they're in the position of equity. Meaning, yeah, they might still have a loan going on for a couple of years, but they're already cost where by estimate their car is worth more than what they own. And that might, if the customer knows that, that might start thinking about a new car. Another way that another section of people you want to contact is your bank will usually will alert you when people inquire about their payoff. So if there somebody's inquire about their loan payoff, that means they're thinking about something. They're thinking about trading the car. Maybe they're trying to get a different brand. So you want to check out and get ahead of that situation. Another part of that is warranty expirations. Somebody had a car for 4 years, maybe they're loaned for another 3 years, but this is an opportunity and this is good customer service to alert the customer, hey, just in case you forgot, you did not get warranty extension, your warranty is expiring this month. From now on, you're on your own. So you have a couple of options. You can upgrade your car or we can get you extra warranty. So, it's not a sale, but I'm sure your dealership can work up something for you. All right. So again, those tools, if you whatever tools your dealership has, maximize it. Some of them are great. Some of them offer a lot of information about the customer that you can use to personalize your approach. But basically, the phone calls to portfolio people are pretty easy. You call for a specific reason. The reason is this: I wanted to remind you, Mr. Customer, that you're you're now in a position of equity. Okay, so this is the piece of information. After that, you have a question with alternate choice. Would you consider this or that? So it's a position of equity. Um, would you consider planning to keep the car for long term and maybe consider warranty? Or are you open to upgrading for a new model? By the way, the new model was just redesigned something, something, some promotion, some loyalty. So alternate choice. And if you cannot get a hold of the customer, which is usually the case, most of calls go to voicemail, short voicemail, informing the customer that you have some information for them and you will follow up with an email and send them the email. And this is the 1-2 approach will keep your name in their memory and will allow you to get the most attention because attention is hard to get these days. And just one voicemail or one email by itself might not be enough. All right, so again, this is the short version. On my channel, just in a different playlist, you can find the long conversation. And I hope this helps. Good luck. Get some sales.